Sober Bullshit. It's Wednesday. We're in retrograde. Welcome. So we're picking up, from last week. Remember to stay lifted above all things. And we're here to inform you about all the bullshit that we put in our cosmetics. So we're going to replay from last week. I'm medicating. Every Wednesday, how we start the session. Positive vibes over everything. Come and vibe with us. Here at Blunt Sober Bullshit. Sharing is caring. So, in recent bullshit news, they love to bring a black woman down about her hair. So, I'm here to represent a la natural, as always. Shout out to Jess Hilarious, because I love you, girl. No matter what they say, black hair rocks. I'm going to enlighten you with some truth about the bullshit that they put in our cosmetics and in the materials that we use in our daily lives, and how we can incorporate more holistic, natural things into our diets and things that we use on a daily basis. So we're going to go to Jacob for some great informational one thing.
This is a story about a world obsessed with stuff. It's a story about a system in crisis. We're trashing the planet, we're trashing each other, and we're not even having fun. The good thing is that when we start to understand the system, we start to see lots of places to step in and turn these problems into solutions.
Let's make it our daily duty to find a solution.
Can I tell you, I love my Pantene Pro V. Of the dozen or so personal care products that I use every day, it's the one I can't live without. Says it gives my dull hair the ultimate cool shine. How does it do that? I was wondering that while I was lathering it in my hair one day, so I read the ingredients right here. Sodium lauryl sulfate, tetrasodium EDTA, methyl isothiazolinone. What is this stuff? I took this list to some scientists who know how to read it.
What is the bullshit?
Turns out my Pantene contains a chemical linked to cancer. And lots of other products in my bathroom, from sunscreen to lipstick and even baby shampoo, also contain chemicals linked to cancer or other problems like learning disabilities, asthma, and even damaged sperm. Like most parents, I try to keep my family safe. But now I find out my bathroom is a minefield of toxins? What are we supposed to do? To find out the answers, we have to go back to one of the key features of our materials economy: toxics in, toxics out. If, at the factory, you pour toxic chemicals into a product, like baby shampoo, you're going to wind up with toxic baby shampoo. And toxics in workers, communities, and, babies. So let's take a closer look at this toxic outrage where it seeps into our lives every day, in the bathroom.
We can have natural hemp shampoo.
The average woman in the U.S. uses about 12 personal care products daily. The average man, about 6. Each product containing a dozen or more chemicals. Less than 20% of chemicals in cosmetics have been assessed for safety by the industry's safety panel, so we just don't know what they do to us when we use them. Would you fly on an airline that only inspects 20% of its planes?
Hell no.
Of course, not all of these chemicals are dangerous, but we know that many are. Some are carcinogens. That means that they can cause cancer. Others are neurotoxins and reproductive toxins, proven to mess up brain development and reproduction in animals. Wait a minute, we're animals too. It's like a giant experiment. We're using all these mystery chemicals and just waiting to see what happens. One thing we do know is that they're getting inside us. I had my body's toxicity levels tested, and I'm loaded with things like mercury, flame retardants, triclosan, and lead. We all are. Even babies are being born pre-polluted. Now, I know we can't live in a lead-free world, but do we have to put lead in our lipstick? I don't know. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I just bought the wrong thing. At the store, the choices seem endless. I can get lipstick in 49 shades, or shampoo for hair that's too dry, oily, fine, limp, or frizzy. But what about the choices that really matter? Like the choice to buy products that are safe? It turns out the important decisions don't happen when I choose to take a product off the shelf. They happen when companies and governments decide what products should go on the shelves. So who are these companies? This is Procter & Gamble. They're the ones offering me Herbal Essences, the #2 shampoo in the country. It contains toxic petrochemicals made from oil. Since when is oil an herb? On cosmetics labels, words like herbal, natural, even organic have no legal definition.
Bullshit.
That means that anybody can put anything in a bottle and call it natural, and they do. I mean, can you imagine a top seller called Petro Essences? Gross. What's even nastier are hair relaxers marketed to 5-year-olds and skin whitening creams. These are super toxic, both in their ingredients and in the message they send about what beauty is. Ooh, here's Estee Lauder offering me a chance to help find a cure for breast cancer. That's nice. But wait, they're also using chemicals linked to cancer.
Bullshit.
Don't you think the best way for Estee Lauder to fight cancer is to stop using those chemicals in the first place?
That move makes
So
sense.
really, I get to choose between meaningless claims on a bottle. But these guys get the real choice about what goes into those bottles. And that happens back here, at the factories where they're formulated. Why do the makers of these products use all these toxics? Are they trying to poison us? No, they're just working from a 1950s mindset when people were totally swept up in better living through chemistry. In all that excitement, they forgot to worry about human health impacts. That was years ago, and they are still using these same old toxic chemicals. Today, big cosmetics companies say the doses of poison in their products are small enough to be harmless. Yeah, maybe if you use them once a year. I guess they never get out and see that their products are being used and combined with other products every day. A little toxic dose under your arms, a little more on your hair, on your lips. And workers in nail and hair salons get dosed all day long. So the industry is used to doing things this way, and they can. Because even now that scientists have linked the chemicals they're using to all sorts of problems, there are no laws to get rid of them. You're thinking, really? Come on, nobody's making sure that the stuff we smear all over our bodies is safe? Nope. The FDA doesn't even assess the safety of personal care products or their ingredients. Since 1938, they've banned just 8 out of over 12,000 ingredients used in cosmetics.
It's all bullshit.
They don't even require that all of the ingredients be listed on the label. Now, this is an example where we can all agree a little more government action would be helpful. This lack of regulation leaves a huge hole that the cosmetics industry is all too happy to fill.
In college.
They set up their own committee to self-police their products, and compliance with their recommendations is voluntary. So the cosmetics industry is making the rules and then deciding whether or not to follow them. So you see, it isn't our fault that these toxic products are in our bathrooms. It's a whole broken system that's ignoring the simple rule: toxics in, toxics out. But we're not helpless. There are resources online that we can use to protect ourselves by identifying the best possible choices in the store. But the real action is with people working to change the system. Because if we really want to solve this problem, we got to start here with these guys. Women, parents, workers, people all over the country are demanding that Congress pass a new law, giving FDA the power to make sure that our personal care products are safe. We need common sense laws based on the precautionary principle. That means that when you're dealing with hazardous chemicals, just err on the side of caution. Let's not debate how much lead should be allowed in lipstick. Just get the toxic chemicals out of our products. Smarter laws would force companies to get past that old 50s mindset and figure out how to get us all clean and shiny without toxic chemicals.
Yes.
Can they? Totally.
It can be done.
Many responsible cosmetics companies are already putting safer products on the market. Green chemists are developing substances that are designed to be safe and non-toxic in the first place. European governments have required the removal of many toxic chemicals, and companies have figured out how to comply. When cosmetics are reformulated to be safe and labeled honestly, then we can feel comfortable with the choices available at the store. We can choose bouncy hair or full hair, shiny lipstick or matte. We can even choose to feel beautiful without using 20 products. But we'll know that whatever we choose, the most important choice, the choice to be safe and healthy, has already been made.
So in this short informational video, we learned all the bullshit that is legally allowed to put into our products. And it's no limits to what they can do. So it's our jobs to inform ourselves, to stay aware, and to cut out the bullshit, because there are so many other natural ways that we can grease our body or wash our hair. You don't need Pantene Pro V, which costs $10 worth of chemicals that are killing you over time. So last week's topic was bioaccumulation of different products, especially deodorant, which has aluminum, sodium phosphates, and all these other things, where you can actually just use baking soda, coconut oil, some natural essential oils, and beeswax. If you are completely vegan and you don't want to go with the beeswax, then you have other soy wax that you can use for natural deodorant. So there are alternatives to a healthy, non-chemical bullshit lifestyle. And one person cutting out, from putting these harmful chemicals into the universe, into the water, because all this is being ran off into the water, which is also causing pollution, which is a whole nother bullshit story that we'll cover here. But just to be more aware and more mindful of what you're feeding your kids, what you're giving them, and what you're washing, what you're holding within your household. They went down a short list of things. Makeup. They say women, us women, we know we use twice double as much products as men to stay beautiful or to stay up with the curve. And all of these chemicals, are we being aware of what we're putting or what they're putting into the chemicals? Because it may say that it's natural, but we just learned clearly that it's not natural. So, and this is what they teach you in college. So they don't teach you and tell you this, and most people don't know. But I watched one of these case studies in an environmental health course, and it just opened my eyes to so it's cool for them to do this, and it's all right. And my teacher's response was, or my professor, she was a doctor, she's like, well, it's your job to fix it. Okay, so I'm here in class learning about the bullshit that you guys know that you're putting into the world on people that is harmful, that is causing. Why does the United States have the top 10 preventable diseases? Oh, because we make anything and put bullshit in it, and it's okay. So if it's okay for them to do it, it's not okay for me to use certain products, because I don't want to partake. And so it's your choice to make these people rich off of a glass full of poison, or to just drink rainwater. It's been raining for 7 days straight. 5 days, and we have 2 more. So naturally, you can collect rainwater, because obviously DC and Northeast has been having problems with the water, and so we can't drink it anyway. That's bullshit, right? Like, why every season is something wrong with the water in DC? My daughter asked me the other day, and I'm like, that's a good question. Every year they send out a water warning. Okay, so be aware of these things that are going on. They make sure they get your money for these tickets. And we're like, what is being fixed within the community, within the school system? And we have to be the voice, the kids, the people, in order to make changes. Or you can stop purchasing certain things and write and be a voice, because they're going to feel it if a community stops eating McDonald's. And if we all stop eating and feeding, the bullshit, then they have to wake up and hear us as a community that we want healthier, better products, because they can be made. So let's cut the bullshit. And in the cannabis community, on a lighter note, cheers. We're making strides, and we see everyone, and we appreciate giving back to the community and us being activists and working together. Let's continue to push through and be the voices of change. It's awesome to see this cannabis can heal, will heal, and overcome. We are now looking at 18 states that have passed recreational. I'm going to give you the exact statistics. One moment. But we are moving fast. It's only like 4 states that haven't joined the wagon. So the green rush is here. So just the news, high times today stated 30 states went medical for marijuana, 9 recreational, 16 CBD, and only 4 more are undecided. So that's over half. The movement is moving strong, because people are realizing that cannabis is medicine, and more each day different facts are proven for curing cancer, which was last week's big reveal. Then the United States government actually knocked it down and said that it is a cure for cancer and reversing Alzheimer's. Yes, so CBD can reverse and inhibit Alzheimer's and keep your memory. So that refutes a lot of the studies in the early 1930s and 40s of cannabis and you going delirious, losing your mind, and the whole memory. It was all a facade. It was all bullshit. So we know that you can work and be a successful stoner and function and live your life happy. Smoke more weed. Yes. And we're gonna go on a short break and we'll be back.
Returning your call. Bye. Don't take no notice, but you won't be promised. Don't take Don't take no notice, but you won't be promised. Don't take Don't take no notice, but you won't be promised. Don't take Don't take no notice, but you won't be promised. Don't take
And we're back. Stay lifted. Eat rainbows. Meaning edibles. Rainbows are very good edibles. We try to keep it clear. Oh man. So we've been enjoying the rain here in the city. In the kind of chocolate city. You said, what'd you say? Kinder chocolate? Yeah. It's a new thing, I guess. I don't know. We just create things, so it's like whatever you create. That's what it is. No, but for real, I was like, why are they ripping my girl about her hair? It was just so crazy. Because I love Just the Mess. She's really funny. So smoke your blunt and think about something that you can do. We gonna shout out Growth with Lisa each and every Wednesday, Benning Road Park. If you want to contribute seeds, come by, help grow in the garden. We also have another park in Northeast off of 18th Street. The kids' garden, where we teach them about culture and growing. DIY your own vegetables. So much healthier because we don't know what they're putting in our foods. So it's best if we grow what we can. It's simple. Each one teach one. Grow some herb. You can grow up to 6 plants. Start small. Let's grow. Right off of Good Hope Road. We shout out. That's where I started. They host seed shares. Check out their website. Clone shares. Not seed shares. My bad. What would Teddy Roosevelt do? Not put all this bullshit in Pantene Pro V. He would not be for that bullshit. No, he did not make the FDA. He didn't create that for them to not regulate and let bullshit in. The purpose was to prevent, and that's what we're lacking. Prevention in healthcare, prevention and discipline within our own lives, and just knowing that it's a lot of bullshit out here, and we can only coexist and have a better quality of life if we cut the bullshit out. That means people, things, places. Because once you eliminate the bullshit, then you're only going to elevate higher and higher. With or without the ganja, if you don't partake in the herb. But it will help you. It will heal you. Increase your inhibitions. And look up what's in your drink or your yogurt or your cups. Because on the bottom of every cup is a code. And the code tells you how many toxins are in that plastic cup or in the glass that is going to kill you. So the information is available. You just have to seek it and cut the bullshit out. Pretty much. It's your life. You choose whether you want, what you want to do. I'm going to continue to keep positive vibes as you should. Stay lifted above all things. Learn and seek something positive in your passion, in your daily life. Come up with plan, a structure, a discipline, and knock out goals. That's what we're here for. To live a more fulfilled, happy life. On Silver Bullshit each and every Wednesday. Join us for treats, for love, for information in the news, politics, and DC. Shout out to my awesome partner at Keep Pusher. Follow us on the gram. If you love to contribute or donate, we have the backpack drive going on. Shout out bars to September the 4th. You can come to the radio station or check our Instagram, DM us, and learn how you can donate to a needy kid for back to school or a kid for autism for the kickball. Just gonna be awesome. We support all of our lovely cannabis community here in the district. We love to stay positive and medicate and elevate and heal our community. That's what we're here for. Each and every Wednesday at Lifted KK, at Keith Pusher. Stay lifted above all things until next Wednesday. Retrograde, yeah, Mercury. So I've been feeling like a unicorn and so many other things wrapped in one. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace.